just started the stream. I don't know why it's just aggravating that it's so quiet. I don't know. Properties. If I just properties,
Should be able to artificially boost yourself.
there's got to be something. Well, I have it boosted all the way up.
Uh,
I I don't know if this you can boost it up further. It's kind of weird.
you can boost that, I thought, to like 300%, you know? So I thought you could boost
Yeah.
it pretty far.
Yeah, something like that. It is pretty. It should be okay though. It should be okay. It's a little disappointing, but
I'm sure the good folks of the Better League would be able to tell us if there's an issue.
yep. Mm-hmm.
If you
Okay,
click...
Dehudi is streaming. I guess we can just add channel.
Yeah.
So I'm just do BLN.
This mama's got it going on. Is that pause?
Mm-hmm. All right, as Dehudi gets ready to go, we have
He's kind of ready.
both of these guys with multiple Super Bowl championships in BL. I think they've kind of gone at it so far this cycle. It's going to be interesting of a game. There's always that anticipation of hitting the ready button, especially in a big game. When you hit that button, it is the point of no return. Truly is. As ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SoFi Stadium, the virtual one that is, for the Cleveland Browns versus Los Angeles Chargers. Dehudi versus Warren. I am with the user of the New England Patriots, an A-tier contributor of the Better League, one of our finest men out there, Boz. How you doing, Boz?
I'm just trying to stay above F, you know? I'm just trying to stay above F. Whatever I've got to do.
Yeah. As we said, somebody's got to be last, but it certainly isn't you. We have a good game here. Warren almost went undefeated. I think he ended up 16-1, one loss on the year, and has the number 1 seed. Dehudi, being the 5 seed in the AFC North, did not win the division, but was able to beat Steel in the wild card round. How do you see this matchup going?
This is only lost to Troy week 18. Is that right? Sorry.
Did he? Oh yeah.
No, he went 15-2. He lost to Austin, didn't he?
No, I think it was Troy week 18. Didn't Troy?
Oh, he lost to Allen as well.
He lost to Allen.
Well. Sorry.
Yeah, Allen.
Sorry, I got sidetracked there. But they're pausing anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. Let me know, anyone listening, how the audio levels are. For whatever reason, my microphone is very quiet. I try to boost it up as far as I can, but it's just, I try to put Boz down a little bit and the stream down, but thank you to Dehudi. Both sound great. Wonderful.
Put me down. That's fine.
That's okay. Warren had to use his pause, so I don't know. Maybe they're communicating about it. It's always interesting how after the opening kickoff, you have to pause it. Something might be going on in the Foreman household. But we do have Warren clicked resume finally.
So we're getting going again. Well, I think we know what to expect from Dehudi. You know, Dehudi's been around for a good wee while now, and has a very similar game plan. You know, quick passes, run the ball, RPOs. I think we'll see some of those. See Kyler take off with the ball. And Warren, Warren's just one of the best all-around users. Really good on defense, great passer, difficult to stop. So I think we'll see I would expect high scoring. I'm gonna lean Warren for this matchup though.
Yep, and that's going to be a first play, 17-yard completion to the big boy, Markel Cheeks, 6'6" receiver out there. Good first play of the game for Warren.
We know a lot about Markel. You know, he was he wasn't a highly projected draft player, but he was both on your board and my board. I know. So
yep.
He went to one of the best users for him. Big boy, but he can definitely move when he gets out in coverage. He reminds me of a tight end.
Yep. What would his name be?
Just a guy that's too fast for linebackers and too big for DBs.
Oh. Sounds like a guy named Boz to be honest.
Wow.
He's a great tight end out there. But yeah, Markel Cheeks, 90 agility, being a 6'6" receiver, so that's a physical freak. And Warren definitely using him to the maximum potential. Duty, pretty strong on defense. I think he did sweep Austin this season, defending Super Bowl champion. So he could definitely win games.
Right.
And he could definitely shut down.
Yeah, Austin, obviously one of the best offensive users. Him and Warren probably labbing a lot of the time anyway. So maybe similar there. But yeah, it's not easy to sweep them.
Yeah, and you saw Myles Garrett just screaming up the middle. I'll tell you what, this Browns defense, I don't know if you've played them lately this cycle, but they are just ferocious back there.
I believe I played Tahuti week 1 of this season. I think I've played him every season. I played him quite a few times. I haven't beat him. He's a very tough user. Very tough user.
Yep. And he did stop him on 3rd and 10, and they're at midfield. It is a 4th and 3, and we'll see if Warren comes out and uses his coach's decision. He will go to gun bunch Y flex, and I wonder if this will be an RPO or maybe something like that. Maybe some verticals wheel or something.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
He does snap it right away, and Keenan Allen able to get in front of the defender for a first down.
Yeah, I mean, he had the drag open, right? The drag was open, it was open, then it wasn't open. But he's looking deeper, he's looking for a bigger gain there, and Tahuti might feel like the safety should come down and at least make maybe not a catch, but a play on the ball at least. But Warren's going to keep on driving.
Yeah, as Cheeks is getting end around, only gains 3. That's kind of a risky move. You don't, sometimes that edge defender breaks off the contain and just tackles him for an easy loss, but able to pick up some yards there. 2nd and 7.
I think that might be the corner one. The corner one, which I think works better than most of them, because there's a few of them that definitely, yes, that edge defender might just stand there and smack you. But that one, I believe, works a little bit better, although Tahuti covered it pretty well and only a 3-yard gain.
Well, if Warren's running it in the playoffs, it must have some juice.
Well, that's a good point.
One of the sweatiest AFC users in the sweatiest conference. We'll snap it.
I'm not gonna come here and try and make some enemies.
And this is another 3rd and long here on this opening drive here from the 32-yard line. What do you expect out of Warren here?
I bet I'm lucky on that last one. It looked like that zig was coming open, but Herbert just misses his man. Yeah, tight. I would look to the corner routes here, the drags potentially.
And ooh, the tight end. I think that was McDonald, not able to get it, and the field goal near it has to come out.
Yeah, they're not drags there. They're kind of like, I suppose, like mini ends, or I don't know what they're called. But really good coverage.
Yep, and field goal was pretty good. 49 yards, and it is a 3-0 ball game. So not an ideal start for Warren. I think Warren always wants to score touchdowns, but good stop, good stand by Tahuti, and he'll be able to get this football.
Yeah, really aggressive as well, because you use your coach's decision.
Yeah.
So you're using your coach's decision on the first drive. You know, some people think, oh, I should keep it for later, blah, blah, blah. I don't think, there was nothing bad going for that. But using your coach decision and only getting 3,
Yep.
it might feel like, not the best overall result.
Yep. That is definitely a bold decision, though. You gotta, you can't use it for the rest of the game. Like, sometimes you want to save it for that kind of fourth quarter tie game, stuff like that. But he was able to get aggressive.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe I'm in a commentary booth with someone that went for it on the first drive of the Super Bowl last year on 4th and 10, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was not a good decision. That was not smart, but I learned that the hard way. But we see the first play from Tahuti. I think Dante Harris with the tackle. That's one of my Hall of Fame favorites. That big boy defensive tackle for the Chargers. I really like him as an AI.
I think you've got a lot of names. It's still early because it's still got a couple of seasons to go. But I think there's a lot of names in this Hall of Fame discussion. Yeah, and I think running against Warren's going to be really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Because he can shoot the gaps with that user.
That was a risky throw
really
right there.
Front.
Threw it into some heavy coverage. Tahuti prone to making some pretty blind reads. He's so good sometimes, and then there's just one play where he just kind of inexplicably throws it to a bunch of people, and thankfully he got lucky there.
Yeah, I think if you're Warren, you're thinking that should have been a pick because we're throwing straight into double coverage, and I mean it brings up a 3rd and 11, so it's you're coming into pass sets here, so you can play your pass coverage and force Tahuti into a pass here.
Yep, and he does have threat detector, so he will see that linebacker blitzing. Kyler Murray drops long 3rd and down, and Stockton, I think that's a rookie Stockton, superstar, able to convert that for 24 yards.
Yeah, that's just a great concept there. It's you need 3 defenders out there to cover that, and just reads there, and it's another corner out as well. And yeah, threat detector. It's a gold ability for a reason. You can see where they're coming from. You can find the gaps in the defense that way.
Yeah, it's a little bit of player lock there. Tahuti's been doing that on those RPOs, and sometimes,
really?
yeah, he'll either throw it to his user player lock, or he'll just let Nick Chubb run the ball. And a lot of the times when Nick Chubb's running, it's just CPU Nick Chubb. It's not even the user controlled. So
in that one, is the RPO there? Is it just a screen RPO, but he's taking it straight up instead, so it's got a better. Wow, yes.
Yeah.
Never thought of that one.
Yeah, kind of an interesting thing. Very unique. It's nice to see kind of a unique type of thing in this league, as Kyler Murray not able to get anything on 4th down, and I think we're gonna see some coach's decision for the Cleveland Browns right now.
He's gone straight to it.
I think this is a good spot. 4th and 6, 48-yard line. You're kind of in no man's land right now. What do you think?
I mean, if it's me, I'm punting it, but I haven't made playoffs yet, so.
Well, he does see that corner blitz. He took it out of blitz using threat detector, so drops back into coverage. But wonder if he's gonna hit that out route right there. Maybe why on that out concept if he's in man coverage, which he's not. But Murray drops back, able to find Pittman. That's another AI defender. Gets up, but gets tackled instantly down at the 20-yard line.
No one wanted to tackle him. He didn't want to go. Yeah, there's quite a few things open. I mean, Warren took everything away underneath. He had hard flats there. He had defenders, the blitzing guys dropping into purples. So yeah, over the middle, that's where all the space was, and good patience.
Nick Chubb takes that ball and into the end zone off the stretch. Touchdown, Cleveland.
The aggressiveness has been rewarded with the touchdown there, and great running again. Nick Chubb, one of the best, but untouched there.
Yeah, Nick Chubb, definitely one of the most impactful IRL running backs ever in BL. I mean, cycle after cycle, he's always contributing, always on championship teams. And who knows, maybe Tahuti, if he wins a couple games, he'll add to that pedigree with Nick Chubb. As Markel Cheeks does get this ball, he can be dangerous in the kick game. It only takes it to 25.
Yeah, he's a big boy, but he's a big boy that can move. Big boy that can move, yeah. And yeah, I guess it goes back to the player lock thing as well. You know, Nick Chubb, one of the best user or best running backs to just let him do his thing because he'll have high ball carrier vision or whatever the rating is.
Yep.
Um, he'll be able to find those holes.
100%. And just like a power back is so valuable in this Madden. It's something that's really lacking on my team because I got this like really finesse James Cook running back, and it's like jukebox is nice, evasive is nice, but sometimes you just need a guy to just power through when you need that 1 yard or 2 yards, even inches.
Yeah, big guys harder to bring down.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of why little Alex traded you, James Cook. He wanted a bigger guy, and then he stuck with Cole Shields and never got back to the Super Bowl. So maybe something he's got to think about.
Ooh, he was looking for Johnston there, and a little bit of bumping there in the middle of the field, but he's able to catch it. Leads with 3rd and inches.
Yeah, probably some laundry was needed on the field there, but doesn't happen that much. You know, pretty happy to get away with that one. 3rd and inches. I think we're
Yep.
going to expect maybe a run RPO type thing here.
Yep, and he will run it. Knocked, able to easily get the first down.
Yeah, just get the first. Don't worry about the rest.
Absolutely. As we're closing in on the end of the first quarter soon, and we just got a lot of viewers in the chat. Really, really pleased to see 10 people here. We got Austin trying to see who he's going to play AFC Championship game. Dahoody's listening in. Gridiron, Boz, Phil, Hero, chat's popping. Thank you guys for tuning in. As Herbert able to nice out route and nice click on to Keenan Allen to convert that first down.
Yeah, that was a really good job there. I mean, most people would just let him get the catch and take whatever, but he's trying to break that and get a little bit further there. We spoke to Austin earlier on asking who would he prefer to see in the AFC Championship game, and he couldn't give us an answer. You know, he thinks either opponent would be a good matchup.
Listen, every better league game is a tough game. There are some games are tougher than others, but you can never, especially when you're deep into the playoffs. They're deep in the playoffs for a reason, right? So, no matter who you play, it's going to be a tough one. So, you always got to play your best. But as we have a 2nd and 10 to end the first quarter, risky throw, but Johnston able to get it. Ends the first quarter. So, everyone can put their twos in the chat.
And corner going for the pick there, but going for it in the wrong way, diving behind it. And I think if you look at it, you know, in terms of the Dahooty, it's always hard to beat a user 3 times in one season.
Yes.
And obviously sweeping Austin in the regular season. But if there's anyone that knows Austin well, you know, in Madden, it's probably Dahooty. They probably had. Well, there's a couple of guys, but most of the matchups.
Yeah, and we can talk about that extensively if Dahooty ends up winning this game and is able to really pull off the upset here. But that's kind of analogous to, I think, the 2021 NFL season. The 2021 NFL season, I think the 49ers versus Rams. The Niners had swept the Rams, and the Rams were able to pull through to get to the Super Bowl, as we do see Markel Cheeks again convert first down. Hurry up by Warren. Warren must like what he sees here. He kind of a gun bunch strong look, and he does hit Cheeks on the RPO, makes one man miss, gets down to the 5-yard line. Warren trying to make something happen here.
There's that D end there, you know, coming off the edge and making that tackle. That's a great job. I think, well, you saw Dahooty there using the cornerback, which is not something that you see a lot of either. Sometimes you see Phil do it, you see Finn do it. It's not something that's very common there, and it was obviously the other side of the field that where Cheeks was, as Knox breaks that tackle.
Yeah, it was looked a little interesting there. But he did not get in the end zone. It is 3rd and 1, and Grid asking, where's Boz from? He is from Scotland.
Wales.
Yeah, so some would say Wales, but, you know, I guess same country, but different country, if you will.
Same country, but different country.
Big 3rd and 1 here. Dewey's got to put up some good defense, and he's not good defense as Knox able to waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Yeah, you see the RPO there, and he's covered it there, so just runs it there, and well, Dahoudi had him, just ran past him.
Yeah.
So my advice for Dahoudi is go for the tackle next time. That's my recommendation from a 6-win average user.
Yeah, I mean, probably a click off there would have sufficed, but wasn't able to get it. As Avery McCullers, that's a dog right there. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneer getting it to the 32-yard line. Love to see my dogs, succeed on other teams, and Dahoudi taking a good care of him.
And that's a lot of running for starting at the 32, because he started all the way to the right, ran all the way to the left, and got an extra 7 yards from if he just kneeled it.
Well, we do not. Oh, as McCullers not able to get that. I think there was a good knockout by Asante Samuel Jr.
That's most definitely one of those KOs abilities that some people like to have. I think he was just a little bit late on the pass, but I think a little bit unlucky.
Yeah, 100%. As Nick Chubb getting all the blocking in the world, easily able to move the chains there towards midfield. Buzz, going back to what you said about Avery McCullers running from sideline to sideline, really, it's fine now because we don't have fatigue on. And I think that's something we got to address in the offseason because EA did take away that feature with the fatigue thing on the blitzes.
Yeah, it's a good point.
So we got to fix that, but I guess we'll just wait for this season to end before we do that.
Just give her wins the Super Bowl another little asterisk.
Yeah.
Along with the rest of our Super Bowl asterisks.
Yeah, so someone remind the High Council chat once the season ends that we got to implement that once again.
I'm surprised he didn't throw that one there. I mean, he still gets 7 yards, but on the left, the two defenders are 20 yards off the ball. On the screen there, on the little stack formation. But I mean, you get 7 yards a pop. That's more than enough.
2nd and 3, motions a tight end out. Kyler Murray taking the read option by himself for a first down. Gain of 7.
Yeah, he's obviously ran a few read options. I think Warren's on conservative, but I think with the way that formation played out and taking the tight end out, there was no one actually in that area, so Kyler can just take off.
Yep, and just easy completion there to Stockton on the RPO. Gain of 5.
I mean, this is what you expect out of Dahoudi, right? Read options. You expect RPOs, running the ball, just small yards all the way down, and sooner or later you'll be down in the red zone.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think anyone really plays that short game as well as Dahoudi, and that's basically always been his strength. And obviously doing a fine job once again this season, as he's gonna make some adjustments. Gets back into an RPO set, and there it is once again. Stockton on the bubble, doesn't gain much, but sets up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I don't know what the defender was really doing there. I think it's Dean Thompson, just kind of got frozen somehow. But Dahoudi will take that. He'll take the 3 yards, set up a 3rd and 4. As we're approaching field goal range, I guess probably are, even with the sliders down.
Yeah, it's definitely field goal range. There is a win factor here in SoFi because it's technically an outdoor place, but probably not too much. As it is once again another RPO. Avery McCullers, the former Tampa Bay great, tries to hurdle, but harmlessly falls to the ground to the 23-yard line. Who's going to hurry up? I'm not an auctioneer, but I will talk a little faster if I have to. Trey Y flex makes an audible. Double teams a man up front. Quiets the crowd, but the crowd goes crazy. And Nick Chubb just takes the handoff. Doesn't get much, but pushes his way for a gain of 6.
Yeah, he ran hurry up to slow down, I guess. I thought he would have had something he liked, but took his time there, and three straight RPOs on the previous sort of set of downs to get that, and that third one there, I love to see a hurdle. I love to see a hurdle, but it was just 3-on-2, and there's the first.
Yeah, it's tough to do that as Kyler. Bad decision to keep the ball there. I think Chargers had that totally blown up. Leads to this.
I think that was Darren May. I think that was Darren May there because the read man was Bosa, and Bosa stayed, so he had to hold it. But the center up front couldn't hold his block, and second man in, Darren May dumps Kyler in the backfield.
And we have a player lock. Avery McCullers takes the slant into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns.
That's one of the worst run slants I've ever seen. Man, that's not how you run a slant.
Oh,
I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh! I mean, that's like running MUT squads right there. You just someone's outside receiver, and I guess that's the advantage of player lock. You're able to take the slant and just kind of run right in between the zones, and just perfect user play there right by Tahuti, and able to cut outside into the end zone. And wow, how about that 14-10 lead as we close out the first half.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I've actually seen any other user do. And with it being the RPO again, it's like, even if you don't get open, well, you know what? Nick Chubb can probably get you 3 yards at least. So, yeah, it's a really interesting thing there, and you can see how you can get open a lot easier rather than hoping to see it. And the angle as well. So the angle, I guess, that most of us use is actually quite hard to see that slant usually. At least right from the snap.
Yeah, Gridiron saying player lock for the win. Literally the other day I was streaming AI games and Grid was coming in. Shout out Grid, staying the whole way, watching some artificial intelligence. Everyone tune in if you ever want to see that. But yeah, he was saying how player lock's like the greatest thing ever, and like he likes to do it sometimes. I'm like, I've never seen someone do that in my life. And then all of a sudden, Tahuti comes out and does it like every game now. So shout out to Tahuti. Found some nice little unique scheme, able to capitalize on that, and he's winning right now. So good for him.
I've only ever seen it done on defense, but that's not really. It was more. It's not really like a.
It's just like the camera
competitive
angle
thing. It's just like a camera angle or like a little thing to try out for fun.
Yeah.
But you're definitely getting an advantage there, but it's not something you do. Obviously, he's practiced it. Because it's actually a completely different thing when you're the receiver, you know.
Actually, that's probably a low-key way to like showboat on defense. Like if you're killing someone and it's like garbage time, just like go to player lock. Like, kind of disrespectful. But Johnson able to convert that little dig route to the 47-yard line, and Warren trying to get some points before the half.
Yeah, we're not seeing any player lock from Warren back. We're just seeing methodical driving down the field, finding the open man. And plenty of time left. He's got a timeout. No need to rush any of this here. Get down, get a field goal, get a touchdown if you can.
Yeah, and good movement in the pocket by Herbert, and able to dump it off to Keenan Allen for another first down.
Yeah, no surprise there. And we're only doing 3-man rushes. The way that Tahuti's doing it is he's taking the right end and bringing him out into coverage. So yeah, moving over to that left side is going to give you that free pocket.
Yeah, 100%. Warren able to recognize that, but this time pressure comes in, and Warren has to take his final time out of the half.
Yeah, and the guy that he's been using, he decides, you know what, we'll let him rush this time, and he rushes and gets a sack. So, I get that might be a fatigue thing as well, because he's running 30 yards back the past 2 plays, and now he's still getting back into the backfield there.
Yep, and this is a tough position for Warren. You have no timeouts. You would really love 7, but you might have to settle for 3 if nothing really pops open.
Yeah, you also don't want to leave too much time on the clock. I don't think it matters too much at this point because Tahuti's not he's not going to usually hit you for big chunks, but you don't want to leave too much time on the clock.
Yeah, pretty unique defensive setup there, and almost a sack by Myles Garrett. Could have put him at a field goal range, but 57 yards, that's too easy for Madden.
Yeah, we try and reduce the ability for these kickers to make it, but 99 kick power. I'm probably betting for the kicker.
Yeah.
And second field goal of the game for Warren.
Well, one of my friends from Rhode Island told me if you are complaining about kick power, you have too much time on your hands. So maybe we should just touch grass.
Yeah, well, Nick will say harsh things, but it's not personal.
Dehudi does have 2 timeouts with 29 seconds to go in the first half. He has a 1-point lead. He will get the ball to start the second half. So interesting to see how he approaches this drive.
I know if it was Dan here, he's going for chunk plays. He's trying to at least get into field goal range.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll just do exactly what Hootie did right there. Just try and run the ball, and if it pops open for a big gain, then it kind of opens the opportunity to drive the ball downfield. But it looks like he's just going to take the conservative route.
That time it didn't pop, so. But I suppose the other aspect is maybe trying to get freight train activated, right?
Mm-hmm. As Kyler Murray dropping back, he does have routes all over the field. Able to cut up for a second and takes it to the 42-yard line. And how about that? Looks like they're going to be in field goal range. I'm
sure he wanted to get out of bounds there.
Yeah, you'd love to get a couple plays in here, maybe a couple shots into the end zone, but I just don't see it. I just kicked the field goal. 59 yards is probably good enough.
Yeah, I mean you could, because it's if you get a completion, you're that's probably the half.
Yep.
Unless it's a really really short one. So you could take a shot, I suppose, but it's just got to be like a one-on-one shot and into the end zone.
Yeah, if you can take a high point, if you're comfortable with just a high point, able to just throw it. Looks like nobody's open, and Murray's just gonna launch that one to absolutely nobody. And the field goal unit will finally come out.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, it might just be going to Hail Mary for that. I don't. Or Hail Mary in like one shot, because he put one guy deep, but he got double covered. So you don't want to take that chance. You don't want to take that chance there. But I thought it looked a little bit sharp, but sneaks its way in.
Were you in the party earlier today when I told Cody he was in my dream last night?
No, I missed that one.
It had to do with the Hail Mary, that's why. It was very odd. BL's just like BL's been on my mind. Members. Yeah, BL's been on my mind lately. I'm just maybe I should get a life or something. But 17-3 at half. Dehudi, the underdog, the 5 seed, trying to come in and beat the Warren's forceful Los Angeles Chargers. And what do you think, Buzz, heading into the second half?
This is a good first half. I think Dehudi's defense has been, I suppose, the standout unit so far, because Warren, he's had 3 scores, but he's settling for field goals when he doesn't want to, and he's kicking off to Dehudi. So Dehudi's got a real chance here. If he goes down, goes up, 11 points, goes up 2 possessions, it's kind of an uphill battle, and because we're still in these 8-minute quarters, not these 10-minute quarters. It's and the way Dehudi, that's the other thing. The way Dehudi drives is it's never going to be these quick drives. Mm-hmm. Always going to be taking time off the clock.
And Warren showing some interesting defensive look. Usually that's either cover 4 or cover 0. Look like cover 4, and Dehudi jumps it off to Nick Chubb, makes 2 men miss, but only gets a gain of 3.
Yeah, I'm lucky not to get more, actually. If he gets a decent juke out to the right, he's got loads of space. Loads of space there.
Yeah, as you said, Dehudi really good at controlling the clock when he's in the lead. Definitely one of the people you do not want to get into a deficit against, as Nick Chubb just runs straight into the defender. Not a good rush there, at least with 3rd and 10.
Well, obviously the block didn't go exactly where it was designed to, but there was an open gap if you rush up the backside there, Mm-hmm. Give that ball to Connor, that's a first down.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Johnny Northcutt, as much as Connor hates him, probably able to wiggle around and make a play there. As
I believe it.
Warren initially was sending some pressure. Maybe it's one of those like cover 3 blitzes based on what the initial defensive look was on threat detector. And Hootie dropping back. Kyler Murray. Does he have anyone? No, he doesn't. Tried to get it off, but wasn't able to. 4th and 10.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want if you're Warren. 3 and out. And it's 2 rush plays as well from the Hootie, so dump off in a rush play. So you're hoping probably for a little bit more from the Hootie, and Warren did a really good job of coming down on both and stopping them there. So takes about a minute and a quarter off the time, but no score, and Warren can come down and take the lead with a good drive here.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of under center from Warren today. He's been starting his drives off like this. And once again, it is going to be Knox here, cutting it inside, but getting absolutely nothing against this daunting Cleveland Browns defensive line.
Yeah, it's just not been a great day for Knox. Most have been through the air via Herbert. But again, it's not the offense that you used to expect from Warren in terms of being high flying and all of that there, but we've still got a whole half of football, so I'm sure it'll pick up.
Yeah, I'm taking a good look at Knox on the Neon page as we watch this play here. Ooh, that was number 30. Warren just throwing it into some coverage there. Harmlessly falls to the ground. What's that?
I wasn't sure if he was going to the wheel or to the crosser to Johnson.
It appeared it was the wheel, but I'm not sure.
When he threw it, I thought it was going to the crosser. But they ended up basically in the same place.
Yeah. Stuck on the D-line on 3rd and 10 and able to get it to Johnston there for a big time first down.
That's fantastic anticipation, because he's not open, but Warren knows he's going to get open because he's coming across the back of that linebacker there, and Dahudi gets stuck in the D tackle and has to come back and make that rush.
Yeah, and Austin Eckler, his first carry of the day, 1 rush for 7 yards, leads to a 2nd and 3.
Yes, I think that previous play was actually Eckler that was on the there.
Yes.
Hurt? I don't know.
We didn't see Knox on the field. I don't know if he got hurt. I don't think so.
I didn't see it come up, but
D'Angelo Knox, he is a 92 overall. There he is, number 6. He's got 96
it was number 30 on the wheel. It was number 30 on the wheel, so it was Eckler.
Yeah. And Myles Garrett is just an absolute demon, able to just disrupt the play there.
I don't think I've ever seen a better defensive player in the AFC North. I think, Myles Garrett, obviously right now he's the best player in the AFC North. Real life in the game doesn't matter. I couldn't think of anyone that plays in that similar position that might be as good as Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone who just doesn't win his blocks as often. I just don't know.
Could be something like that. Could be. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, first down for Warren there.
Someone who only matches up against tight ends, something like that.
Something like that. Quick hitter there to Keenan Allen and moves the chains. Moves the chains for Warren.
Absolutely, as Myles Garrett once again blowing up that inside run. D'Angelo Knox.
You know what? Just give him the defensive player of the year again. Give him it again. He deserves it.
Yep, and Warren just saying, F that, I'm going to gun empty.
You know what? Myles Garrett will come get you in gun empty too. It's just, and the thing is, as well, this Myles Garrett, he'll line up outside, he'll line up inside. He's just a force to be reckoned with.
Ooh, good find there. Will McDonald. All the way down to the 25-yard line. Nice play by Warren.
Yeah, and you see the way he's drifting to the left. He's drifting to the left because Dahuti's taking Joke, and he's the right end there, and he's taking him into coverage. So he knows there's no pressure coming from that way. So he buys himself so much time, and finds the big tight end there. Yep,
and D'Angelo Knox once again doesn't go straight to the line of scrimmage, but able to get 3 yards.
Yeah, keeping the defense honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll still run the ball. It's not getting us anywhere, but we'll still run it.
Yeah, this has been a long drive for Warren. Was able to force that punt for Hootie. Now it looks like he's in full control, trying to get the lead in the second half. As Herbert, good movement in the pocket, does not have anyone right away, but able to find Markel Cheeks, tackled down at the 1 yard line.
It's incredible patience. It's incredible movement. I'm sorry, so hurry up. Go ahead.
Yep, and it is going to be a run commit, and D'Angelo Knox stuffed at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, just back to that previous play. There's a couple of users that are just really, really tuned in on the pocket presence. Little Alex, one of the best at stepping up in the pocket there. Dan, I think you're really good at it too. But Warren, there's just so much going on around.
And Myles Garrett just storms into that. Interested that he didn't take the bubble there. He didn't throw it to the bubble on that RPO, but leads to a 3rd and goal. I don't think Tahuti's in a really good defense, but he's not going to call timeout.
RPO here.
Just a lot of adjustments. And able to find Quentin Johnston for a Los Angeles Charger touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't... He was starting in that sort of heavy goal line set, but because he was getting pushed back, it actually made it a little bit easier, I suppose, for Warren to find open gaps there. And you know what? 3rd and goal, 3 yard line, 4 yard line, wherever it was. Give Warren a couple of seconds, he can cook something up.
Yeah,
no problem.
As you said, you just can't give Warren time in the pocket. He's going to find somebody, and I think Warren's eyes just lit up when he did not convert that 2nd down because he was just like gun bunch tight end when I'm on. He's in goal line, like
I'll take the hurry up.
Just
take my time here.
Absolutely.
So, you know, if you take your time out, that's great as well. It's a great result for Warren too. So, regardless, he takes the lead.
Yeah, big drive for Tahuti here as Kyler Murray, not what you're looking for. And he's going to hurry up now. Don't really like this, but if he sees something, you know he'll be able to find it. And he does the thing where he hurries up and does an audible and 3 hot routes.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
But Kyler Murray drops back. I think he's going to hit B. He does. Cooper, nice 1st down, moving the chains. Yeah, Mari Cooper finally giving some.
He knows more than me,
offense.
but yeah, obviously hurrying up and then taking your time. Because it especially didn't look like he had an idea exactly. He moved stuff around a little bit there.
Yeah. It's all good now because I ended up making the playoffs, but my playoff hopes were on the line, hoping as a Kyler Murray able to take the read option, only a gain of 1. But I was just saying, my playoff hopes were on the line. Justin versus Jesse. I really needed Jesse to beat Justin that night, and he decided with 2 timeouts to do a hurry up with 30 seconds to go, and did like 2 audibles, 2 hot routes, wasted like 25 seconds, and it was just a nightmare for the spectator. But it all worked out. We love Jesse.
You made it. We made it.
As it is this unforced error. Joey Bosa out in coverage. Can he go all the way? Stiff arms Kyler Murray. Oh my God, what a play there from Bosa. Touchdown Chargers.
Well, we're talking all about Myles Garrett, one of the best pass rushers, one of the best do it all. And there comes Joey Bosa, says, you know what? It's not just all Myles Garrett. I can do stuff too. And I'll stiff arm your quarterback into the ground as well.
Oh my goodness gracious. Jehudi looks like he's saying he might have hit the wrong button in the chat.
I believe him, to be honest.
I believe him. That's actually almost exactly what I did in the Super Bowl against Austin. I was trying to hit the running back in the flat, and then I accidentally drove it down the field, and the defensive end dropped back into coverage. It was Trey Hendrickson in that case, but Joey Bosa able to pick that off. at the same time, you just kind of want to, like, it's kind of disappointing because if the D end catches it, I'm sure the game has that really tuned down as far as their ability to catch. But Kyler Murray, what is going on? What is going on there?
Under pressure.
That play had no chance. Absolutely no chance from the start. The meter was red, and that usually means
the meter was red.
It's going to be incomplete.
That's not good.
Yeah, not a good sign. But it is a 10-point game. He will be able to go for it, 4 down territory, pretty much for the rest of the game. Kyler Murray, does he have a man? No, he doesn't. Number 5 there. Is that Samuel or is that somebody else able to knock that down?
I don't believe it is. Maybe Eddie Henderson,
Yeah, possibly.
the linebacker. I can check for you. We can find this out.
Looked like
shortly.
a DB. Looked like a DB in man coverage, but 3rd and
It
10.
did look like a DB.
3rd and 10. Looks like Warren's going to throw some pressure
Jalen Ramsey.
at him. Jalen Ramsey. Okay, that's right. Off of Nico's foreclosure a couple seasons ago. 3rd and 10, and Asante Samuel picks that off. And could he go all the way for a touchdown? Only goes to the 21-yard line as we finally hit the 4th quarter. Everyone put your 4s in the chat. It was a good game, but looks like Tahuti might be unraveling here.
Yeah, and that's just looking, like a prime Golden State Warriors 3rd quarter from Warren there. He's just coming out, He's down at the start, and he just everything possible. Starts with a 3 and out, goes down, scores a touchdown, comes back with Joey Bosa, and now, yeah, it's probably game, but we've seen weirder things happen.
100%. And I mean, Warren hasn't moved the ball very easily today. It's been long, sustaining drives, but Hootie able to make a lot of defensive stands when it counts. So I wouldn't call this game completely over, but it might as well be when you're playing Warren. And
you got to hold Warren to 3 at least. You got
tough.
to hold him to 3. You got to hold him to 3.
Absolutely. As looks like he's going to run the ball here, and that's exactly what you need from Cleveland.
Myles Garrett wants.
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
That's what Myles Garrett wants.
Myles Garrett says, please run the ball.
2 tackles for Myles Garrett this game.
Yeah.
I think that undersells his impact.
I'm not sure why Warren's even running the ball in this situation, but it does lead to a 3rd and long, and he's going to find a player if he has time with Justin Herbert. Herbert drops back to pass. Markel Cheeks on the corner. Touchdown.
Did he blitz his corner there? Is that why Cheeks was so open?
It looked like it was just man coverage. I thought it was cover 0.
Just man coverage.
Yeah. And just...
yeah, I mean, it's 34-17, so that's 21 straight points for him in the second half. And it's the type of thing we talked about with the Hoodie. Really good offense when you're in front.
Yeah. When
you're behind and you need these, you need quick scores here. You're down 3 possessions. It's especially with that way that last drive went. Basically, everyone was bracket covered. Well, we'll see what he's got here.
As Kyler Murray fumbles the ball, trying to scramble, and Thompson recovers. Yeah, this ball game is pretty much over.
Yeah, this.
So Buzz,
yeah, let's.
What
are we gonna watch instead?
What's your favorite nighttime story? Because I know it's
my favorite nighttime.
I know it's pretty late back there in Scotland, and we're gonna go to bed soon, I assume, and
I don't have anyone to read me any bedtime story.
Oh, we can read you a bedtime story. Maybe
you read me a bedtime story.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe improv. Oh, hello.
Oh. has joined us. Hello?
Buzz, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it was quiet there for a second, but
Yeah, I think some the stream just kind of glitched out the sound, so we're gonna turn that off. Duty, are you here?
I am.
So
You're still playing your game.
yeah, you're
Yeah, I know. I did
still
this
in the
last
game.
time too.
Do you wanna just talk it out, or is
I mean,
Eckler
yeah, we can keep talking. I can help you guys commentate if you want. Do whatever.
Eckler barrels to the
It's,
1 yard line, and
It was
Hootie-
it was a really good half.
yeah, really good
half.
first half. You were in good control of the game,
Yeah.
and obviously just a couple tough plays. You know, Warren was able to take control after scoring, and then the pick six, and it's just been tough from there.
I definitely don't want to be that guy and say I hit the wrong button, but 100%. My first read on that is running back all day long. And
Yeah,
so,
It happens. It happens. We believe
I'll
you.
believe you on that one.
Yeah, I believe you.
So
too.
that was a bummer. But yeah, no, it was a real good half. I thought I did well. Stopped them. Got some forced field goals. I wish. Yeah, I mean Myles Garrett was a couple like milliseconds away from knocking him out of field goal range.
Yep.
That would have been nice, but yeah, definitely first half. But yeah, you can't make a stupid mistake when you're playing Warren. And yeah, even getting the ball, he had a nice little adjustment. Like I only had one drive and I got 3 and out. And he kind of just went down, kept on converting those third downs, which obviously he's going to do. He knows his reads pretty dang well. I thought I was doing a good job of confusing him a little bit, but yeah, just not enough. It's a shame that had to end like this, but yeah, I was hoping for a better game.
Absolutely. As my boy Avery McCullers takes the ball out, I'm glad you took care of him. I traded him to you just so he can be in a good situation, and I think he was thriving there in Cleveland for a little bit. He definitely caught
Yeah,
a beautiful,
I wish I could use him more.
caught a beautiful touchdown on the slant, and that leads to my question from Phil. Phil asked, talk about player lock. How do you do it? How does that work?
Yeah, so it's just something I was just messing around with, like just because I don't know. I was just thinking of in real life football.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying to put that player in conflict, like the P icon that comes up, whatever, when you're doing an RPO, it's like, okay, if I want to put that guy in conflict, some of these routes are stupid in Madden. Like if I'm in real life, we run a stick route or we run like a little spot, a snag route. We try to replace, like we teach our guys, go to like the linebacker. Like you are replacing him because the linebacker has to make a decision. Linebacker has to be okay, I'm playing my run fit or I'm playing the pass. Playing the run fit, perfect. I won't pass it. Sometimes Kyler likes to ad lib and do his own thing, but most of the time I have to hit A for him to pass it.
Yep.
And yeah, so I just started doing that, and like even like the slant routes just don't really work very well. Like they just kind of stink, and like the corner kind of can get bullied or whatever. And then there's this glance route, which in real life I love glance routes, but in Madden they take way too long, and again they just don't hit in like the right spot. And I'm just like, okay, I can do this better. And yeah, once I figured out, I was like, holy crap, we can player lock. I was like, I should try this in game. And I'd say more times than not, it's RPO, so it's like 4 or 5 yards, but at the same time, it's like, all right, I can do this better. And sometimes I don't even, like, there was a one play against Cody. It was a long run. Like, Nick Chubb just did it himself.
Yep.
And then there was another play against, I think it was Austin, where, like, I ran that same exact play where I got a touchdown against Warren in this game, and Kyler threw it to the screen, which never works for me ever if I try to throw it because it just doesn't, they don't block it right. But for some reason it worked, and all of a sudden, like, the game kept on going, so I just chased down, made a block, like, did what I was supposed to do, and yeah, it's fun. It's unique. I don't think it's really abusive, so we don't need to talk about that there, High Council, but
I agree.
yeah, it's just it's just fun, and I don't know. I think it adds another element to it.
Yeah, it's innovative. It's truly innovative, and I wonder if people will pick up on that and do it themselves. So props to you for kind of figuring that out. And Gridiron, the new Dolphins guy, he's been in chat. He loves the player lock stuff. He was telling me about that independently.
Yeah, I've been reading him
like a few weeks ago, and it's a cool thing. I wonder if you're a quarterback, like if you have a really good quarterback and like you just don't feel like making reads, I wonder if like your 99 player 99 overall, 99 awareness, is able to like make reads and throw the ball, like as a CPU.
Like Kyler can throw the ball, and I'm guessing he has a scramble trait because sometimes he just takes off, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, all right, do you, boo boo? Like, just
Yeah.
get whatever you got to do, because there's some plays where again, it's like I was literally watching a YouTube video of this offensive scheme in real life. Like, this guy just runs and how he reads the safety, and that's how the corner, or not the corner, the receiver dictates what route he's gonna run. And I'm like, all right, I love this. So if it's cover three, pretty much he's like, okay, I have to cross the face because I have a post coming back. Hopefully I can take the free safety. And I mean, I hope maybe Boz can put on some of this too, like, and because he's an actual football player. I'm just here coaching. But so if it's cover three, I'll kind of cross the face, kind of make it into a crossing route. But if it's cover two, I'll just kind of make it a flood concept to the right. So I'll just literally here. I'll actually call it after this play, and I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about. Hopefully
put
Warren
on a
doesn't
clinic.
ruin my fun.
Mm.
That's a bummer.
Little coaching clinic in the middle.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, those are always fun too. Just saying, fellas, coaching clinics, you get stuff. So 2-minute warning happened here, and I guess I don't really know. No, that there was a time injury.
Yeah, your rookie wide receiver Stockton got hurt.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a delay there is, but I'll come out and like, where is it? In back cross here, because there's a post route coming through the backside, and I'm like, okay, I'm keying on that top right safety right now. If he stays where he is, if he stays anywhere out there, I'm probably going to try to cross his face. And granted, Kyler won't make a throw, but he will try. But if he goes out wide, which he stayed down, so I'm just going to try to cross his face. And yeah, Kyler, again, made a decent throw. Got me 8 yards. So, like, if you have a good quarterback, it's probably fun to just try, like, just to do. But
yeah,
I'm a big fan of it. Like it. Something unique, tough. There's kind of a tell. You can tell when someone's doing it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it doesn't really give away a whole lot. I mean, for me, it might give away an RPO here or there, but for the most part, it doesn't really give away too much. Oh, shoot, Warren.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I think it shows that, well, in real life, you've got so many different keys that you have, different things that you can do where you can't really do it in Madden. And this is ways that you're trying to get to do stuff that you can do in real life. Yeah, whether that's just simple, option routes or anything like that. There's so much more variety in real life than there is in the game, because you don't have, just say, even like a training camp where you can say, look, this is when we're running this as a post, and then we're running this and this. You got to have HRM, and you got to have,
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, how this kind of.
But you can't even do that post snap because the safety, you can only tell them what to do before the snap. You can't tell them what to do after the snap.
Yeah, for sure. Because there's so many things that you do with routes. Like you tell them to say, hey, this safety go this. You snap it off. You find grass. You just turn. Like, you don't keep running into the next safety. Like, that's just stupid. But obviously, man, you can't do that.
Yeah,
they try to get some plays, but for the most part, yeah.
Even just a slant, you don't run a slant the same way every single time. Depending on where the corner set up, depending on where the linebacker set up, depending on what the linebacker does after the snap. If it's man, I'm running to get away. If it's zone, I'm not going to run right into him. I'm going to slow down, and there's the gap there. It's just stuff that you don't get in Madden.
Did you comment on my slant route that I did? Because I was like, okay, the conflict guy was that linebacker, and I'm like, I can't just run to him. That'd be stupid. And the wide receiver or the corner was way outside of me, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm not just gonna run. So I just kind of did it was more of probably a 4 or 5 step slant, but yeah, it obviously worked. That's my first time ever scoring a touchdown on player lock, so I was pretty jacked.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. It's not the way you standardly run a slant, but also, I mean, the corner just kind of stood there, which is I guess what they could do, because it's just that cover too.
It kind of reminded me of Mutt Squads a little bit. Like, you just take over the receiver and you're able to find like a soft spot in the defense and just call for the football and kind of just make something happen on your own. It was cool.
For sure. I liked it. Yeah. Well, hey, Warren. Congrats.
Yeah, what's up?
as we do have Warren here in the chat, the winner of this game, and punches his ticket once again to the AFC Championship. Warren, how do you feel?
I hate playing Dahudi more than anyone in like the existence of this planet. It's just like if you have like the perfect concoction of like what makes me rage, it's literally like the last 45 minutes of my life. Um, after I just caught the end of when I joined about like the user receiver call for the ball. Like I was just like, this man, like if this man could do this to me, like what am I even doing in this game? But yeah, overall the game, I mean, it was obviously, as you saw, extremely close. And then as Madden is, the game, breaks open, and it's Duty. I think when he's behind, it's a lot harder to kind of move the ball and kind of get back in the game. But it was a really close game. And then just again at the end, it just kind of broke open. But yeah, I think overall it was just happy to kind of get it over with. We play every single playoffs, and it's just like it's I'm just gonna go opposite conference next Madden, no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. Boz, do you have any questions?
Well, I guess for Warren, it's about moving forward. Well, I mean, congratulations. It was a really close first half, but you really pulled away in that second half, and it sets up another matchup with Austin. What's sort of your game plan against Austin, and how do you feel matching up with them again? This time with a healthy quarterback. I suppose it's positive.
Yeah, I have Mac Jones just in case things get a little dicey. But I think I match up against Austin well. We always have really close games. Usually comes down to last possession. It's just the one thing I know I need to do is just stop Joe Burrow on scrambles. And Austin has his reads, but he's very you saw I think he had like 77 rushing yards with Burrow. So there's definitely you kind of want to get him off the spot, but also don't just rush three and give him all those open lanes because he'll just run all over the place. So just contain Burrow. Offensively, I think I'm going to just kind of just go up and down the field on him, and just making a stop or two, or maybe getting lucky even. Whatever, we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's enough. I don't really have any questions. Warren, if you really have anything to say about maybe your path moving forward, or anything you want to say about the league, anything just in general, as we close on this broadcast.
Yeah, we'll have to do a couple more tiers. We'll do the commentary tiers. Obviously, it's we know Connor being S tier, but I definitely want to dive into like the D through F.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, but thank you guys for jumping on last minute, and we have a really exciting playoffs. I think this is what's really cool about Better League is every matchup you log in and you go on Twitch and you watch and you're like, you know what, anyone can win this game,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking at the matchups now, and if they were flipped, if Little won, if Tahuti won, if Ben won, I wouldn't have been surprised whatsoever. So I think we have good parity, and it's not just like 50-0 games. League's very competitive in terms of skill, and I think it's any given Sunday type of deal. So thank you guys again for jumping on and doing this on short notice, and thanks to Hootie for being available and just being a good dude.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. Good game. We do have one later tonight, 10 Eastern, to cap off the divisional round. Allen versus CMAS. I don't know if Connor can do it anymore. I'm not sure I can do it. So either that's on BLN or probably on CMAS's stream, something like that. But thank you guys very much for tuning in. GG's, and keep BLN strong, and long live the Better League. All right, see ya.
Go
Bye.
Lions.